The film goes on these little things here, that sprockets.
John Groy digs around the projection booth of the old Pearl Theater in Buena Vista.
I ran these till I went to college.
For him, working at the theater was much more than a summer job. It's in his blood.
My mom and dad started this theater when I was probably 1 year old.
That was in 1952.
Named it the Pearl after my mother. I wasn't much of a helper in those days. I was more of a little kid running up and down the aisle. Mom would be the ticket seller and talk through the little glass thing. Main Street Buena Vista.
An old picture in the lobby shows Main Street long before the Pearl. The building was built in 1911. One time a bar and later a warehouse. That's when John's parents bought it and began renovating it into a movie theater.
This floor, as you can see, was not originally ramped. So he wheelbarrowed dirt, all this dirt that was here from the top all the way down to here for that depth. They asked the town what they could do with the dirt, and they said, well, we need fill on the street out there, so just put it in the street.
The theater was John's home, literally.
We lived above this theater, Mom, Dad, and me. 2-bedroom apartment, basically. But we had a view of the street, and I'll tell you what, the parades never looked better.
Growing up with a movie theater downstairs made John a popular kid.
I was a first grader, and Jamie Green and Carol Newsom grabbed my hands, and we watched Elvis Presley Love Me Tender.
And all the girls loved him.
It wasn't me, it was this theater.
This theater created cherished memories for many.
I grew up going to the Pearl. When we were kids, we got to go to town twice in a week, and that was Saturday and Sunday. I always remember Pearl. She kind of reminded me of the heyday of the 40s, 50s movie stars.
This is where we used to have the letters, marquee letters, and there's still the ladder.
The theater went dark in 1996, falling to competition from television and changing times. The Groys focused on keeping their nearby Comanche Drive-In open.
Financially, you had to look at what would make it, and the Pearl was having trouble. Kind of became an orphan child on that point. For the last 30 years, this poor building has been neglected, unused pretty much.
That neglect has taken its toll.
Unfortunately, our back wall, that corner, has had a lot of water damage to those bricks.
It's easy to get disheartened.
Sometimes you think, oh, people don't care. Just sell it, get rid of it, don't fix it, whatever.
But the Pearl's roots run deep in this town, and people do care.
When the Pearl came into trouble, it was like, of course you would help, because this is such a wonderful building and has played such a large part in the history of Buena Vista. Removing it would be like having, a gap in your front teeth.
That's probably been my best heartwarming thing, is to see people want it fixed.
While the county deemed the building unsafe, community members rallied to landmark it.
We've become a music venue, an art venue, and people like to come here.
Now they're trying to bring the building back to anchor Buena Vista's much revived Main Street.
New places with new opportunities, new places for them to gather, have art productions, have plays.
Reversing 30 years of neglect is not an overnight process.
Baby steps, you have to take small steps.
But community support is strong.
I'm very hopeful that the Pearl Theater will go on in whatever fashion it is, as a theater, as a multi-use venue for another 50, 75 years.
And it's just good to pass that down. Remember who we are, where we came from, and these old buildings and these old ways of living are very important.
A lot of people in the community have memories of being here, and I think that's huge.
I'd like to see stay the Pearl. My mom would be proud if I kept her name.